Welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick, and I'm rolling a joint right now. I'm just a little out of it. Um, I think the I might have to go on hiatus again. I'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse and how he beat the system. He's an innocent man. He was proven guilty by the jury today, and yeah, that's an interesting case because it's a like I said, there's another case going on in Georgia with the Aubrey case. Um, I think those individuals are not going to be um, so lucky as this kid was. Um, I have a feeling these guys are going to see jail time. Um, just because of the actions that they took was a lot different than the actions that this kid did. Yeah, he did kill two individuals and wounded one, but he was protecting himself, self defense, and there is such thing as self defense. Um, I don't understand a little bit of it because of the weapon he was using. Um, but he was innocent. They found him innocent today, which is on all five counts. Not guilty. And in a sense, I was like, my feelings on it was like, if I was part of the jury and I was sitting there, because I've been following on the case a little bit, I think I would have found him not guilty. Like also, I think I would have found him not guilty. He was he put himself in the predicament that he shouldn't have been in. That's yes, he is guilty of that. But as far as the shooting is concerned, he was protecting his life. He was shooting back at shooting self defense because I saw videos and I seen plenty of videos of what happened of that night. And if I was a juror and I was part of the jury, I would definitely would have been like, yeah, he's guilty of bringing the weapons and being there at the moment. But he was defending himself and he was protecting his life, and you have the right to self-defense. um I don't know, you know, because he's still considered a minor because he is under 18, so technically he is considered a minor. um which I think that's kind of like on the iffy part, because I think really minors should be like 16 and under, or yeah, about 16 and under. I think once you reach 16, you should be considered somewhat an adult. I know there's a lot of kids that get charged as adults and they're like 14, 15 years old, depending on the crime. And this kind of fits the bill. Um, but I believe this kid, you know, he was. I saw the trial. I spent a lot of the time listening to him and listening to the prosecution and also the defense, and I listened to the judge scolded the hell out of the prosecution the other day. That was crazy. Um, but all in all, mistrial, case dismissed. The kid's found innocent, and they can no longer ever try him under that for that crime. That's like it's done. It's a done deal. The kid is free to do whatever he wants. Um, Back to the young Dolph situation. They still haven't found the individuals that have shot him. I saw more different videos um, of what happened. Not really of what happened because they're not releasing. And this is why the media is a piece of shit. Okay, How long did it take for them to release pictures of the white vehicle that was involved? 24 hours. How long did it take to show the pictures of the individuals that shot Young Duff? 24 hours. Why did it take so long for these pictures to be released to the public? Because if they would have released those pictures like 30 minutes, an hour after the shooting, people could have been on a lookout for that car and they could have been on high alert and they could have found that vehicle. They could have found the individuals. I blame the sloppiness on Memphis PD and the way the system is out there. It's just a sloppy mess. If you're gonna depend on police, man, you better off being dead because they're not really out to help you. They're just there to investigate, and their investigation is just slow poll, like super slow. Like how many police officers are out there that night, well, that evening, with Young Duff? Man, they had all their units out there, at least over 100 officers for one death, and there's no one out looking for the vehicle. I mean, shit, they haven't even released a video from the damn cookie shop. They haven't released a video from within the cookie shop. They haven't released a video from the outside of the cookie shop. They haven't released a video from outside the Family Dollar that was right next door because they have a camera facing outside. They have cameras all over that area, cameras everywhere. And they have not released not one video. And it's been past 48 hours since his death. Why have there not been any video released? Because let me tell you, a video speaks louder than just a picture. Because you could see the action of the individuals and you could tell from how they're running or what they were doing. Like it says so much more. It's like more, it's like the video needs to be released. They are sitting on it. They're doing nothing. I mean, it's been 48 hours. This dude has been dead. And yet, all there is speculations and rumors and gossip and chit chat. But there hasn't been any really full on investigation. Like, I don't see the urgency. I don't see the push. I don't see the video. The video should have been released. No video is released. How can you do that? Like, shit, if something like that was to happen to me, shit, I got cameras here in my where I live, man. In every corner of my building, there's a camera. Every corner, like there's as soon as you walk out of my apartment, there's a camera right outside my door. You go a little bit down, about 5 feet, 6 feet down the hallway, another camera. There's literally in the hallway from where I live, there's easily 5 cameras in this area. So, if something was to happen to me and, or home invasion or some shit, it's going to be on video. Shit, I want that video to be released right away. I don't want people to sit on it and then wait like weeks and stuff and then they release a video. That doesn't that the speed of it is just ridiculous. It needs to have more urgency. This dude was not, he has a lot of issues, this Young Dolph. He's okay. They're trying to portray him as innocent and a good dude, and you know he had a lot of money and all this jazz, but he really wasn't really a good dude. Not really. He was dabbing a little bit, a lot into the Illuminati. He was getting into a lot of areas that are kind of touchy with the Illuminati. Um, as you can see, his last record, like it's all over. Like it has a lot of symbolism, a lot of dark symbolism. Um, it goes to it goes. You're only innocent to a point, you know, but you got skeletons in your closet. You got secrets. And this individual, he had his skeletons and he had his secrets in a closet. And there's not one person in this world that's truly innocent. There's none, not even me. There's nobody that's truly innocent. There's always something that you have done to fuck up something, or you fucked up one point in your life that's continuing to happen in your life. No one's innocent. No one is born innocent, and you don't die innocent. You know, um, and that's everyone. I don't care who's the nicest person. I tell you right now, I bet you I'll find trash and shit from the nicest person you could ever find. I bet you there's so much garbage in their closet. It's not even funny. So I just think that the crimes are high and the gun violence is high. I blame that on the local governments. I blame that on the police officers. Um, Definitely, needs. Yeah, they keep saying, "Oh, we need to change. We need to change." Change what? You gonna change the Second Amendment? You gonna change the right to bear arms? That's what the change that they want. That's the change that the Democrats really want. And like today was a very special day. I don't think anybody noticed, but today was a historic day. What was so historic about today? Remember the big plan? The plan, capital T, capital P. Well, Miss Plan, Kamala Harris, became the first lady to run the United States, given the powers by Biden when he went into a procedure that I've had before. He had a colonoscopy, but he was put under. He was put to sleep, and before he went and did that procedure, he gave all his powers to Kamala Harris. You didn't even notice. You went through your day, la 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 la, eating shit, playing with yourself probably, and this lady was the most powerful lady pretty much in the world for about 40 minutes. She had full control of the country for 40 minutes. And that marked history. The first vice president female to be given executive powers, not presidential powers. She was not sworn in as president. Um, it was just a transfer of powers to the VP. Trump also had an issue like this before, but Trump refused to give his powers to Vice President Pence. This happened, I think it was like last year, or not last year, it was like 2 years ago. This happened where Trump refused to sign over powers to his vice president. He didn't trust the vice president. I don't either, but go figure. But Harris became the first black female to lead this country for 40 minutes. And you know where she was at in those 40 minutes? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They don't know where she was at. They don't know what she did. I know she had a meeting with Trudeau. She had another meeting with some other guy. And after Biden had met with them and stuff, and then after she had those meetings, that's when the powers were transferred over to her. Meaning, this is what it means, the transfer of powers. Meaning, in those 40 minutes, she had the football, pretty much. She had the codes for our missiles. She had the codes for the nuclear missiles. Um, she was given those powers in case if China was to attack the United States, and if Biden was under, let's say, anesthesia, he's during surgery, she had the powers to retaliate and attack any country in the world um, with the powers that was given to her. That's scary. You know what I mean? She had a taste of power, and this lady's like a vampire. She wants more. And I'm pretty sure if Biden does not make it through his presidency, we might we might see this happen. We might see Harris become President Harris. Wow. That would be shocking. I mean, it would be shocking history wise. It wouldn't be so shocking for me because I kind of like figured it would happen, but it's kind of dangerous too at the same time because we don't know what this lady's capable of. All she knows how to do is laugh. Like she does more laughing than talking. So I mean, to in order to go talk with her, it's like going to an improv, going to a comedy club, and sitting there and just watching her laugh. And then you kind of like look at her and then you just kind of laugh with her, but it's like you're not laughing with her, you're laughing at her. You know what I mean? Because that's how I see when people laugh. I see people laughing at her, not with her. She's just a complete mess. The border. Wait, they're coming. They're coming. All the immigrants are coming, and they're about to reach the border. And how are we protecting the border? Nobody's talking about it. Another thing that nobody's talking about is, with all these ships stranded out in the ocean and they can't get the cargo in, there's a lot of medical equipment and a lot of medical devices that are in those containers that needs to be delivered that are not being delivered. Nobody's talking about that in the news. Nobody's talking about all the surgical equipment that's coming from Korea. And no, it's like silence. So a lot of surgeries, they're kind of blaming on COVID. Oh, they can't do it because of COVID. No, they can't do it because they don't have the proper instruments and the equipment and tools to do the surgery. They don't have the screws. They're running out of screws. They're running out of plates. They're running out of devices. This is gonna get ugly. This is gonna get real ugly, and then they're all gonna blame it on COVID. Oh no, it's COVID. Everybody's sick. Oh, everybody die. Oh, man, I'm treating this COVID just like the flu. I mean, more people are getting sick with the flu, but then they're blaming it on COVID. I don't get it. Nobody's talking about the flu at all. Nobody's talking about the common cold at all. It's only that C word they're talking about. And it's getting annoying because like people are getting sick and constantly getting sick, but then they're being misdiagnosed. They're like, oh yeah, you have the COVID. Okay, I I seen all these superstars and all these people that have gotten sick, and yet a week later they're fine, like nothing. Example: Aaron Rodgers. He's not vaccinated, and yet he got sick. He fought it. It wasn't that like it got pretty bad for a few days, but then he got over it. And a week later, he tested negative. Wait a minute. So you're telling me this thing only lasts a week? Hmm. Makes you scratch your head. Like, what's really going on? What's really making people sick? What's getting the people sick? I think it's a frequency that's being released in the air that's constantly making people sick and making them sick. And you know how us individuals we're born with cancer inside us. It's like a ticking time bomb, and it releases at a certain time. You end up getting cancer, but you're born with cancer. I feel like this virus is kind of like in our systems already, and it just gets amplified by the frequency in the air that's in the air, and that's what makes you sick. You know. That's that's the true feeling because I constantly get ringing in the ear. I constantly get like these weird sounds in my head. And if I'm getting it, there must be other people getting it. And if they're not getting it, then I really have something going on. That's something's not right going on in my head. Um, but talking about going wrong, my body is I'm having issues. I'm having crazy issues. I was now just a week and a half ago, what 2 weeks ago, I was dealing with this kidney issue. Now I'm dealing with a lower back issue. I've had lower back problems for a good while now. I've been doing a lot of physical therapy for it. I've been going to the chiropractor for it, but it's come to a time that my back is starting to give out on me. My back, I keep having extreme back spasms. I keep having crazy pain coming from my lower back, to the point that I can't stand up for a long period of time. Like I have to like either lay down or sit down. Even sitting down, the pain doesn't go away. Today, I saw my chiropractor. I let him know about it. He told me that he's going to talk to my doctor, which he did, and a referral was sent out for me to get an MRI on my back. So I got to do an MRI on my back. Sometime I think next week. I got to do this MRI, see what's going on with my lower back. I keep yawning for some reason. Every time I come on here, I start talking, I start yawning. I don't know. But I gotta get these. I gotta get my back situated. I might have to have back surgery. I and the reason why I spoke with my chiropractor, and not only that, I spoke with my physical therapist because I had an appointment back to back. I had an appointment with the chiropractor first, and then half an hour later, I saw the physical therapist, and she agreed also that I need to be seen. Oh boy, I'm so tired. I don't know why. I need to be seen by a back surgeon, and I have a good, strong feeling based on what's been happening with me and the problems I've been having. Um, I'm gonna have to have back surgery. Um, that's gonna be hell for me. I already know. I can already feel it. I can feel I'm gonna have issues. Um, I'm not too worried about my home because I'll have individuals helping me. I'll have I'll have someone here. Um, I'll have a nurse. I'll have a homemaker. I'll have a team here to help me with what I need to get done here in my home. My concern is once you start surgery on your back, it's kind of it's kind of like the never-ending story. It's going to continue to have problems. I knew someone that's had multiple back surgeries because the issue required to have multiple surgeries. We're talking about more than three surgeries on someone's back. Um, and and it was a female. She was office manager for a plastic surgery down in Florida, and she was cool. I knew her. Yeah, we were good friends. Um, I remember when she went to surgery and everything, and when she came back, she was really wasn't the same, and she needed more surgery, and it just made it more. It was just so complicated, and I feel like what she went through, I'm gonna have to go through, and if I have to go through what she went through, that's gonna be hard. Hold on, let me step out 1 second. Let me grab me a bottle of water. I didn't grab my water. I left my water over here. Let me just go grab my water. Sorry about that. Had to give me a bottle of water. Please drink plenty of water. For those that don't drink water, you're poisoning yourself. You gotta drink plenty of water. Um, but with this back surgery that I'm gonna have to have done, I don't know exactly when it's gonna happen. I hope it happens before I have to do the study for the MDNA. I'm so winded. I feel so tired. I don't know why. I feel like I ran a marathon. That's how tired I feel. I did have a busy day. I did take a little nap this afternoon, but there's no reason. Every time I come on and I start talking, I get tired. I get fatigued. I get very tired and I feel out of it. I'll let you in a bit. Once I finish talking and stuff, I'll let you come in for the distraction Friday. Everybody was so distracted they didn't even notice that our president was put asleep today, and Harris had taken over powers for a short moment. I guess I call it a moment in time, 40 minutes. But I'm thinking when I did my colonoscopy and I had my surgery and stuff, I've had plenty of colonoscopies. Let me tell you, I had a lot of colonoscopies. I mean, I don't how many of those I had? One, two, three, four, five, six, like seven colonoscopies I've had. And I had surgery. I had colon surgery. Mm, it was horrible. Trust me. I'm thinking about it now. Like the colonoscopy wasn't so bad and stuff. It's just drinking the fluid was horrible. Ugh, I wonder. ugh. I really wonder if Biden drank that gallon of nasty fluid because you have to clean your system out and you can't eat nothing um the day before. I wonder if he actually did that. Mm. Had to clean out his whole system. I remember I had to do it. The worst was when I had to have surgery, colon surgery. Oh man. Ooh, I do not wish that on my worst enemy. And trust me, there's enemies out there. I wouldn't wish it on them. And if I did wish it on them, oh, that's the worst pain you can have. When you're trying to go use the restroom and you need to use the restroom. Oh man, I'm crying right now thinking about it. That's how bad my PTSD is. I got tears coming out of my eyes. I can't stop yawning. I don't know why. Like I think it's part of my PTSD. You know, I get. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But if I have to have this back surgery, and I'll let you know when I'll have the surgery. But if and when I do have to have the surgery, the show will go on hiatus. The show will be indefinitely suspended, meaning I would not be back on YouTube until a good amount of time. I'm not gonna say too long. Hopefully not. If I could do a show laying down in my bed, then maybe. But 9 out of 10, I probably won't because I won't be up for it at all because I'll be focusing on myself. So there might be a time that I won't be able to come on. I don't know if when this is gonna happen yet. I know it's gonna happen. I talked about this before, but it's time, and It's a major surgery. It's another major surgery. Um, Anytime you're dealing with the spine, it's major. Um, can I come out of it? You know, I hope so. I hope I can make it out of it. Really concerned because I know myself and my back has been really bad for a long time. And the fact that it's giving up on me, literally giving up. Like I was trying to make myself something to eat and my back was so bad. Like I felt like I was gonna fall down. That's how bad it felt. Like I luckily got to my room and got to my bed and just laid down because I was just overwhelmed with pain and it's crippling. It's so crippling. I need to get this taken care of. I don't want to wait until I'm 50, 60 to take care of this issue. 41, gonna be 42 in January, and I need to get this taken care of. I'm not one to procrastinate. I'm not like Albie. Sorry, Albie. I'm not a procrastinator. I take care of myself. I go to the doctors all the time. I see the doctors. I try to figure out what the hell's going on with my body. Like, I mean, trying to figure out my body is like kind of like trying to figure out how to put together a Rubik's cube. Trying to put a Rubik's cube together. That's the way my body is right now, all messed up. You know, and I'm gradually taking care of it one step at a time. You know, I have to take care of, different organs, different body parts one at a time. You know, I can't do it all at the same time, but this is something that really needs to be done and taken care of. And I'm definitely going to need surgery and we're going to have to figure it out, figure out life after the surgery. How is my body going to be after surgery? How am I going to respond after surgery? How am I going to be able to continue my mind over your matter and my reaction channel, which I'm broadcasting on both channels, um, which I only have one person watching. That's Albie. the one Albie. But yeah, it has me a little worried because I am worried about the supply chain and I'm worried about the medical devices and am I going to be able to have my back surgery? Because if I do have my surgery, oh man, it's going to be a bitch. It is. Because I'm going to need a lot of help. A lot of help. And I think I have a good support system. I believe I have a good support system with my doctors, my trauma therapists, good friends, um, individuals that I know that will come and help me when needed, when most needed. Because when I need help, I need help. But when I really need help, I really need the individuals to be here for me. And I'm not too worried on that part. I'm more worried that I do the surgery and it requires me to have another surgery, or it has me requiring more than two surgeries. And that's scary. That's scary. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be part of the game operation. I don't have a red nose and it doesn't go off. The only red nose I want to see is Rudolph. And that motherfucker, he's coming next month. um, but talking about weather, man, Thanksgiving is gonna be crazy out here. We might be getting a nor'easter. up here in the Northeast on Thanksgiving. Possibility of snow for us here. Um, I don't know how high the possibilities because the models are still early because it's 6 days away, but they're kind of coming together, and it looks like we're gonna get a nor'easter for Thanksgiving. Traveling next week is gonna be very hectic, and I I'm not going anywhere. I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm staying home. Um, it is what it is. Um, it depends if the system develops. A lot of the models are projecting for a system to develop and hit us up here in the Northeast. And if it's going to be rain or is it going to be snow, they don't even know yet. Been looking at the models. Let me see. And there is a system that comes up. We get rain on Tuesday. Like it's a kind of like a clipper front that comes from Alberta that's going to be coming across. So we'll get rain out of it here in the Northeast. The weather's going to be a little weird during that time frame, but I think there was supposed to be some system that's supposed to come through. And if it doesn't come on the Thursday, it's definitely coming on the Friday. But the weather changes, the models changes all the time. I hope it doesn't. To be honest with you, I really hope it doesn't because I really don't need like I don't want that crazy snow and all that stuff to be coming here too early right now. I mean, I love snow and everything. Um, I just like it more like in the holidays, meaning not really so much Thanksgiving, but I really would love snow on Christmas. I mean, if that's the only gift that I would want from the universe, is for it to snow on Christmas. I like Christmas. It's okay. It's all right holiday. I don't really celebrate it. I don't give gifts or anything like that. But I kind of like it because other people are happy and they're upbeat. And if it's snowing outside, oh man, it just makes things so much cleaner and better and more festive. I want snow for Christmas. I'm putting that energy out to the universe, and that's my wish is for snow anytime in Christmas, New Year's. I wouldn't mind having snow. Um, this holiday season, um, I don't think I'm going anywhere. I was wanted to. I was planning on going down to Florida for the holidays for uh, Christmas holidays, but with all my with my surgery that I just recently had and my health the way it is, I've decided to cancel going to Florida, which really breaks my heart. But I cannot go. There's I can't fly, and I'm not going to drive no 22 hours to Florida, and I'm not sitting on a train for 30 hours. Even if I had a room with a bed on the train, I already seen videos of people on the train and their testimony and how they feel and how their body feels sleeping on the train, and every single one of them are discomfort. They wake up like they didn't sleep well at night because of the train moving and it was so bumpy. And you see, those little things will affect me badly. All those vibrations, all the shaking, all those bumps. Remember, I have spinal injury. I have spinal issues, and all those bumps and it's not gonna be good for me. So I'm not gonna be able to go down to Florida. Um, maybe if my friend goes down to Florida, if he drives down to Florida, maybe I'll hitch a ride with him, and then I'll alternate driving with him to make it easier on my body, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that long drive like that, and then to come back up another 22 hours, 23 hours. That's a total of 46, anywhere between 44 and 46 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not a trucker. I'm not a like I don't drive like that. Shit, I haven't driven in over 2 years. Last time I drove was like a year ago. And the reason why I stopped driving is because of the medications that I'm on. I'm on really strong medications, and it causes me to, it has a lot of side effects to medicine. So I just try to do my best, but my best is not enough, and I'm just disappointed that I'm not gonna be able to go down to Florida this year for the holidays. I'll spend the holidays on Zoom. I'll Zoom with them, and we'll do that. I already let my mother know that I'm not going down to Florida. She understands. She really wanted me to go down there though. She really, really wanted me to go down, and I'm not gonna be able to go. And on top of that, I told her that if you want, we could celebrate the holidays. We don't need to celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day. We could celebrate Christmas anytime, any day next year. You know, um, they could come up here and visit me, and then we could celebrate Christmas. You know, we don't need to have Christmas in just one specific day. Christmas could be any day. Shit, I remember when we celebrated Three Kings. We didn't celebrate Christmas. We celebrated Three Kings, Los Tres Reyes, and that's like January 5th, January 6th. I don't know what it is next year, but the Three Kings, that's when we celebrated the holiday of gift giving. In Puerto Rico, they celebrate the Three Kings, Los Tres Reyes, and the I think focusing just on Christmas and only on Christmas alone, it's kind of like, for me, I'm like, Christmas can be any day. We could have Christmas in July. They celebrate Christmas in July. Why not? Can we? I could, have my family come up here, and it'll be summertime, and we could have a great time celebrating here for a week. You know, my parents could come up here and stay with me for a week. I got plenty of space. I got a lot of space. My apartment's huge. My apartment's really big for an apartment in Connecticut, close to New York. Shit, this apartment in New York, you'd be looking at thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Easily like 5, 6 thousand, depending on what area you live in New York. You're talking about $5, 6 thousand a month. I'm like, holy shit, this apartment is that big. I don't know the square footage of it. I could find out the square footage of it, but this apartment is huge, huge, and I like the space. I like my space. So with that said, let me go ahead and bring in Albie. Hold on, Albie. Let me put out the link, the magical link. Link is posted. So if you want to come on, Albie, you can come in now. I rolled up a joint. I'm gonna light that bitch up right now because I need a smoke. It's 7:18. It's too early to take my medicine. I gotta take a couple of pills. Actually, let me take one of them now before Albie gets in. Before the magical Albie gets here, let me take one of my medicines because I always tend to forget to take this medication. There's a couple of medications that I sometimes forget to take, and then I get fucked up with the side effects because I forgot to take my medicine, and I'm like, fuck. Take that. One more medicine I got to take here, which is my vitamin D that I forgot to take this week. But since I remember now, I'll take it now. I take medicine for depression. You guys didn't know that, but now you know. I suffer from the severe depression. You guys don't see it because I'm not going to show it to you online. I'm not going to show it to you on the show. I won't like. I won't do that. But when I'm here myself and stuff like that, I do suffer from bad depression, and I take medication for it. Um, and for all the other problems I have, like with my anxiety, my PTSD, my chronic pain, it's just a fucking mess of medications I got to take for myself, and it's depressing. It is because my medical needs and medical issues is what's causing a lot of my depression and anxiety and my PTSD. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like I can't wait to go to Yale to get this study done on my PTSD. Um, and I know there's other individuals that suffer from this too. So maybe my experience will help others, cope with what I'm going through for sure. But let's go ahead and bring in Albie. I hope Albie has something to smoke, and it better not be a cigarette. But we'll see. Albie,
What up, man?
hey, what's up, man?
Whew,
What's going on?
I just got me some smoke high.
Yay! Finally, Friday, smoke day, distraction Friday. So I'm gonna distract you now. You already got it rolled up? You smoked it already? What's the deal?
I smoked already.
Oh man, you gotta save that
Smoked
for
it
the show,
when
man.
I was waiting in the background.
Oh, okay. Damn, that was quick. That was really quick. Oh man, I'm about to light mines up right now. It's pretty dark where I'm at. I only have the Christmas lights on, but nothing else. It's just my medical issues are giving me problems, man. The medical issues is what's causing me to have a lot of issues. And how can I help someone or help others if I need help myself? You know,
Yeah,
my if being a psychic and knowing stuff and feeling stuff and doing helping, I don't mind doing it. It's just it does take a lot. It does take a lot out of me, and
yeah,
that energy is it's just a lot of energy. I don't mind doing it. Like I said, I if I can help someone, I will. But I'm very limited at the moment, and my energy is just depleted. I'm just having a lot of pain. The pain is causing me to become more weak. You know, and that sucks. I hate it. I, and I don't use that word so much. But one thing I hate is being in pain. And I take my medicine for it. I take my medicine, as prescribed for my pain. I take my medicine every 6 hours. But man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My back is giving up on me, man. I gotta get it. I gotta get it fixed. When and how and well, I know how, but when they're gonna do it, I it's man, it could be next month. It could be next week. I don't know. I gotta get the MRI done first. I'm gonna get that done. Compare it to other MRIs. See where my back is, and there's gonna be a very high chance I'm gonna need surgery, and they're gonna operate on my back, and they're gonna put me asleep. The surgery's gonna take a few hours. It's not a surgery that you just do it in half an hour and you're done. No, this surgery takes hours, hours, and anything can happen during those hours. I've had my neck surgery was complicated. When I had my neck surgery, I was in surgery for almost 7 hours. Almost 7 hours. It was like six and a half, six something hours. I remember going in the around 6 o'clock, and I didn't get into my room till almost 2 in the morning because there was complications and issues, and during the surgery, and doing the work. It's a lot of work. I'll never forget that. That gives me a lot of flashbacks. It really fucks with my head. It does. It's been 10 years. I had my 10-year anniversary um in October. October 31st was actually my 10-year anniversary from my neck surgery. Pretty severe surgery, pretty strong surgery. Not fun at all. But I did my best to get myself get myself feeling better. It took a long time with physical therapy and stuff. The whole process was just really horrible. And the fact that I know I'm gonna have to go through something similar to it, but on my back, it's just causing me a lot of concern. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't know. I don't know, man. I knew, like I said, I knew someone who had back issues and ended up having back surgery, and she was never the same. And she had multiple surgeries, not one, not two. Like, she had like three surgeries from when I knew her. I don't know where she's at with her surgeries. I haven't spoken to her in years because I don't live in Florida and I don't really keep up with people. I don't. I'm the worst when it comes to keeping up with people. I'm not one to keep up or follow and stuff like that. I'm not a follower. I've always been a leader, not a follower. But it's gonna get cold. You're gonna get a lot of cold. You ready for that, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, on I think on Monday you're gonna get rain. Like Sunday night going into Monday, you're gonna get rain, and then you're gonna get a lot of cold weather. Like, it's gonna get cold, and here too. Here in Connecticut, it's gonna get cold. Got a cold front coming through. A a, a, a pretty big cold front coming through, and the Thanksgiving storm. They're not really showing so much on the Thanksgiving storm. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing the. I'm seeing a system here, but I'm not seeing a storm like bringing snow or anything like that. Um, but it's supposed to snow up in Canada. Canada's getting dumped a lot with snow, and it seems like up in the corners of Washington and Oregon, they're gonna get dumped on Thanksgiving. They got a nice system going out there. It's gonna be dropping snow in the higher elevations and a lot of rain for Washington and Oregon on Black Friday. And northern portions of California is going to get rain on. That energy is going to move across the states, and We don't know what's going to happen after that because this radar doesn't really say too much that I'm looking at. You guys are not looking at it, but I am. So, yeah. Don't know. I gotta see something because I'm seeing something that with a low pressure, but it looks. Let me check the tropics. Hopefully, we don't get like a Sandy event. Let me see. No, there is a low pressure that gets pretty strong out there at 973 millibars. That's
Hmm.
a strong little storm. Wherever that storm is forming, that's a probably extratropical storm. Um, Probably a hurricane, but it kind of like stays around Bermuda. It's kind of like north of Bermuda, and then it zooms upwards, and it goes up to like Iceland. But it's a couple of systems that comes through, but snowfall. I don't know. I don't. This time of the year is kind of tricky for snowfall because it's like it has to be like the perfect timing with the perfect. It has to be like the perfect storm for us to get like a really good storm, a really good like nor'easter.
Yeah.
It can happen. It's just is it going to happen and when is going to happen. I don't mind it happening. I don't mind getting like 5 feet of snow. 5 feet of snow, like holy shit! Like it snowed here before where we had like heavy snow that it literally was 5 feet. After all the drifting and the snow, with the wind and everything pushing all over the place, you end up with snow drifts higher than freaking 5 6 feet. I remember one year, I was up here and it was around this time of the year or like a little bit later, like in December. We ended up getting the heaviest snow. My experience of heavy snow to the point that my whole car was covered in snow. Like from the top of the roof, all my whole car disappeared. At that time, I had a Nissan Altima, and my car, it's like I didn't have a car. My car was gone. I was like, "Where's my car?" I stepped outside, and I was like, I couldn't see it, and it was all white. There's like a mountain of snow on top of my car. I'm like, how? I can't take that out. My cousin had to help me take the snow out. The fuck fell down? Oh, my phone. Where's my phone? Darn it. My phone fell down and now I can't see it. Can't see where it's at. Oh, here it is. Oh, man. Let's see what's in the news. I can talk about. I know they're going to talk about that. Kyle Rittenhouse. So Rittenhouse is innocent. Um, Sorry, I'm smoking at the same time, having my medicine. Oh wow, yo, these people they all up in Tesla, right? People are like, oh, Tesla's the shit. Tesla's the future. It's all electric. You know, everybody's jumping on that bandwagon. Today there was an outage. That it was a global outage where Tesla servers. There was a Tesla server. outage and
Yeah.
allegedly left owners unable to drive their cars because of it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. You buy a car, you expecting, you just gotta charge it and that's it. No, since it's connected to a network and it runs on that network, well, guess what? They were unable to drive their cars because there was a global outage. Keep depending on that technology and keep depending on global warming. That's all bullshit. Global warming is bullshit. Global warming means that the planet is wobbling closer to the sun. That's all it is. This happened before and it's going to continue happening. They just use the narrative to tax people so they can get more money off of people. That's all it is. But I
Yeah.
think this government they really want these immigrants to come, like the ones that are coming from Mexico, and well, not from Mexico. They're coming from portions throughout South America and Central America. They're coming up on a convoy, and I think our president now doesn't mind them coming because they're going to use them for the farmers. They're going to like replace the farmers that we have now and bring new people in and pay them cheap labor and get rid of the old. I feel like that's what they're doing. Oh, you want to get paid more? Okay. Well, guess what? You're fired. We'll get someone and we'll pay them half of what they were paying you. Yeah, but you were only paying me $7 an hour. Well, I'm gonna pay the other one three. Make it less than half. Fucking, this country's a fucking mess. It's such a hypocrite country. The United States is it's based on hypocrisy. It's all a bunch of hypocrites. Sorry, I'm just smoking my medicine. Oof, that was a big hit. Damn, that was a good hit. Strong. Holy shit, that was strong. Really got me good. Let me go ahead and see
Yeah.
what's going on here.
Hmm.
It's there's no real news. It's just I don't know. It's just really I don't know. I don't know. It's just the world's very fucking weird. I don't know. The world depends like the news media. They love drama. That's all they're about. They're just about drama and people's downfall. There's nothing really progressive in the news. Like anything positive, it's all drama, beef. And the thing is that this Rittenhouse guy, the individuals that he killed, they were white.
Hmm.
You know, they're white individuals, so there it's like white on white crime kind of gets brushed away. But if those kids were black, or if the shooter, if Rittenhouse was black and he shot those white kids, the narrative will be totally different. I agree. I do agree. I think there is an unbalanced system when it comes to that, when it comes to skin color. But this is white dude shooting white dudes. He got away with it. Literally got away with it. That's the injustice of this country, man. It's all it's not what you think, man. It's a lot of hypocrites. You see, look at the news. Look, this is what they actually put on the news. SNL cast members react to Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian romance. That first of all, how is there a romance between them two if the bitch is still married? She is not divorced. She's married. She's married to Kanye West. They haven't got a divorce. That bitch is married and she's jumping on some other guy. And yet they make it in the media like it's a good thing. You see what I mean about hypocrisy? I don't know. I've never been a fan of hers. I don't care for her really. I see a lot of darkness in that family, but the more darkness you bring, the more money and success you get. So, you know. But I think she's a nasty, like she's kind of like one of those high price hookers. Sorry to tell you, but she's a high price hooker. How the hell she's gonna be jumping on Pete Davison, right? Pete Davison. How she's gonna be jumping on his dick, right? She has how many kids? Like 4 or 5 kids from Kanye, and she's still married. How's that gonna look like with the kids? Like she doesn't care. She doesn't care about the kids' feeling. She doesn't care. If she did, the first thing she would think about is her kids, but she's not. She leaves the kids with a nanny. The nanny takes care of the kids. Oh, where's mom? Oh, we don't know where she's at. No, we know where she's at. She's whoring around. She does what she knows best, being a hoe and being a high class hoe. She's not cheap. So she's doing all this and right in front of Kanye's face. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This that family is fucking weird. The Kanye marriage to Kim Kardashian's weird. Her kids, they're kids, but they came from weird parents. You know? Does that automatically make them weird? Time will tell. The mother is a straight up whore, prostitute, whatever you want to call her. That's what, my words, whore, prostitute is the phrase. If you mix those two together, you get Kim Kardashian. I think that's disgusting. I think that's nasty. That's just straight up nasty. How can you do that? How can you be a nasty hoe? How can you be a nasty hoe? Oh shit. I just tuned into my channel on YouTube and I just noticed that I don't have a counter. Like I have like and dislike. There's no number. Huh. I wonder. Why they I didn't do that. Why did they change that? The dislikes and likes? Like there's no I don't see a number. It's only like and dislike. You notice that, Albie?
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed that now. I literally I'm looking at my channel. There's nobody here watching anyways. There's only you watching. I know that cuz there's only one. It's the only one for right now. If I go in hiatus, I'm never gonna get a an audience, and I think that's on purpose. The ones that really need me, they will be here. So what the fuck you want, Abby? You're always here.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, Pete, you're like, how can you date like how can you be dating a married woman?
Hmm.
Uh-uh. I don't get it. I think she's just a high price. Look, how did she get famous? How did she become famous? You ready for this history story? This is how far back I my end that I know of, and the way I've been judging her goes back way back. It goes back to when she did the sex tape with Ray J. When she did the sex tape with Ray J, and they pumped it out. You know, they put it out there to the universe, well, to the media,
Mhm.
or to the internet worldwide. Her numbers of views skyrocketed. Her likes skyrocketed. Like people were just buying up, and they that's what made her popular and made her. I never seen it. Don't ever want to see it. Um, but that's what made her popular and famous because of the sex tape. And it was a sex tape that was made on purpose to be purposely released so she could gain this fame. Because this bitch has not done anything. I don't care how many people that she saves from execution. It's not enough for the dirtiness that you done, that she has done. She's nasty. And then I remember when she hosted, she was a special. I think she was like a special guest, or she was maybe she was the special host for WrestleMania. I don't know where it was. I think it was in Orlando. If it's not Orlando, Tampa. It was one of those two where she was. I think it was in. I think it was in Orlando. She was a host. Um, and I'll show it to you later. I'll be maybe we'll go through it and I'll show you which one.
Okay.
Um, so you can see it and you could look how stupid she looks and the way she was like smiling and talking, the way she talks,
Mhm.
you could tell she's just full of it. She's just it's only about her and about money, you know. And if she has to sleep with people to get the money, that's what she will do. You know, she doesn't respect herself. She is very dirty. She has done really bad things to hurt people, and they only report the good. Remember, I told you people have skeletons. People have skeletons in the closet.
Mhm.
I have my skeletons. Albie has his skeletons. Everyone has their skeletons. We're not immune to having skeletons in our closet, and neither is she. When she got with what's his name, the basketball player, he was lucky to get out. Was it? I forgot his name. Humphreys, Chris Humphreys. What's his name? That was his name, Chris Humphreys, because he was playing. I think with Jersey. Was it? He was playing with the.
Mhm.
I forgot what's I know it was a New York team. It was like the Brooklyn Nets, or I guess before they moved to Brooklyn. I guess he he was with Kim Kardashian, and he kind of like not fell for the trap, and he got out of it. And they had got engaged and everything, and he got out. He was like, "Fuck this, I'm out. I'm not doing this shit." You know, and all that shit was documented on their show. And then the Kanye West and all that stuff was documented too. So this she only does it for for clout. That's just she does. It's clout. She sends a tweet and automatically she's getting thousands upon thousands of dollars. per tweet or per message she sends out. She makes tons of money because of it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would like? Oh, because she has millions of fans. Why? Because she was a whore. Like, I don't understand this. I don't understand this world. I don't understand how the baby Jesus continues to let crazy shit happen. You know, where's the good Lord when you need him? Because he hasn't been around. He's been absent. Somebody else in the controls, and he needs to wake up. Someone needs to wake him up, and no one has woken him up. I think I'm going to be the only one that wakes him up when I die, and if I do reach those gates and they open up and I get to meet Jesus, he better have a fucking joint for me ready. That's for one. He better have a joint ready. If he doesn't have a joint ready, he's like, "Oh, I followed your wishes. I heard what you said. Here you go. Here's your joint." I go, "Yeah, what the fuck? Where you been, man?" I'm like, "You been sleeping? Look at all the fucking people. They're going crazy down there. They're fucking killing each other. They don't respect each other. Like, we're supposed to be like your children, but you treat us like bastards. Like, I don't get it. You know, like people want to believe in something invisible. Well, I don't get it. I don't get it. I never trusted books. That's why I don't read them. I don't trust them because they're other people's stories, other people's thoughts, other people's like. That's why I stay away from like stuff like that because it's kind of like mind programming. That's what it is. Like your television, TV, YouTube, all that shit. That's all mind like distractions, like manipulation of the mind, and that's why Facebook is getting in trouble because of a situation that's going on where individuals are typing in certain like keywords and it gets logged and saved in their data under that person, and every time that person comes on it gets reminded of what they typed, and it's always constantly being brought back up, and that's what they're in getting in trouble for at the moment. But other than that, Facebook, whatever you want to call it, Meta, it's like Meta and it has the infinity sign, which is crazy. Like Meta forever. That's what it's pretty much what it's saying. And I don't trust Facebook. I don't go on it, so I really don't care for it. There's nothing there that interests me. There's nothing there that calls my attention. Like people need to realize they need to like not be in so much websites or being and so much putting yourself out there. Like being on Facebook, being on different pages, being on different sites or different like the, you're being trapped. You're constantly trapped, and people just need to stop being manipulated. People are definitely being manipulated, and it's not good. It's not safe. It's something that people need to really focus on. Can't time now. People need to like start focusing. People are not focusing. People are distracted. That little cell phone was the perfect invention for distractions. And almost everyone has a cell phone. Those in Africa and stuff probably don't, but they do. They have certain phones that are out there. They're trying to push people to have phones all around. And it's the perfect distraction. It's the perfect, you know, the perfect tool to manipulate everyone's minds. Oh, if I can't get you with your television, well, guess what? I'm going to get you with your computer. I'm going to get you with your cell phone, your smartphone. That's why they call it smart, because it's smarter than you. It will always be a smartphone, and it's always going to be looking at someone as a fucking idiot on the other side. And that's us, the consumer. We're the fucking idiots because we fall into this craziness of magic, and that's what it is. It's something magic and magical where you can communicate with anybody in the world, and there's nothing attached to it. Nothing, no cords. It's wireless. Where is the signal going to? How is it getting? How can I talk what I'm doing right now? Right now, as I'm speaking to you, how the fuck am I getting to worldwide? Anybody like stop to think that? No, they don't because they're too busy. They're distracted. That's why I decided to call this Distraction Fridays because every Friday it's a distraction, and the show will talk about everything. You know, everything and anything. But right now, the distractions are on a pace that it's even babies right now, kids, small kids. You see them now; they have cell phones. I saw a kid when I went to the clinic here, where I went to see my doctor today, my chiropractor. A little kid, like no more than like what 3 4 years old, like literally a little kid with a cell phone watching a show. I forgot what show they were watching. It was a kids show, and I'm like, wow, they're gonna get them no matter what. They're gonna like I can't wait for this Matrix movie to come out. Maybe it'll wake more people up and maybe let them know that you're the people that are stuck in the fucking Matrix, and I'm like here trying to help people get the fuck out. It's like they wanna be in this digital world. It's all digital. You see kids now, all they're into is Xbox and PlayStations and Nintendo Switch and Nintendo. I remember when I got my first game system, right? I was like, how did this happen? Like how I could play a game and like it's in a chip. It's like it's in a cartridge. How is this able to project something on my television that I am able to interact with? And let me tell you, it got me hooked. It got me hooked like cocaine. It's that addictive. It's highly addictive. And when I got my first game system, which was the Nintendo system, the NES, which is the first one, I was hooked on it like a fiend. Like I would come home running from school just to play with my game system before I had to do my homework and had to have my dinner. Like I would run home. And that was so crazy that I was manipulated and hooked on an addict. I was pretty much like an addict as a little kid. I was no more than what 10 years old when I got the game system. I was like 9, 10 years old, and I had gotten it for Christmas. I was like 9. Yeah, it was 9 going to 10. Um, I had gotten it for Christmas, and actually, yeah, I think, or I may be off by a year, but it was definitely around that time frame because it was in the 90s. um, it was actually 90 to be exact. Um, but I was hooked like a fiend, man, and I was really distracted. And I feel like now with the technology that has exploded People don't notice how crazy technology is and how the video games are and how realistic and how it's another world and how you can communicate with other people through the game systems. It's like, for me, I don't put myself in that predicament. I play games because I do have an Xbox and I do have a PlayStation. I do. I stopped playing my Xbox. I don't play with the Xbox. I haven't played with it in over a year or more. I have brand new games that I have there that I don't even play because that's how bad my PTSD, and not only that, my anxiety is really bad and my depression gets bad. So it really prevents me from not wanting to want to play or like in the mood. And plus, my eyes, I've been having problems with my eyes. So it's a whole chain of I have to get through in order to wanting to turn on my game system and play a game. Like, and the only game that I'm playing right now is a golf game. Maybe I should stream that one day. I'll be I should stream it and play my golf game. I'll be ripping it. Don't get it twisted. I'm pretty good um with my golf. I like golf. So yeah, it's like, damn, that's boring. It's like, not for me. Shit. Not when I get into it, because I'm good at it. So I be hitting like under, my handicap right now is 18.9, which is crazy. I'm winning matches like events negative between negative 16 and negative 19. I'm shooting anywhere between 50 to 54, and par is 72. So I'm shooting like in the low 50s, which is crazy. I'm good at it, and I can concentrate on that because it goes slow pace. It's not a war game. It's not a I'm gonna like try to save someone and have like zombies chasing me and shit like that. No, no, I don't program my mind that way. Like, you're in control in what you put in to your system. Like, if you watch The Matrix, when Link was sitting on the chair and he was going through the programs to give to Neo, and he's going through the first three, and he's like, "Oh, you don't need this because this is bullshit. Let's go in with the good stuff. Let's go with kung fu." And that's what he's like. I'm gonna learn kung fu, and pretty much they program him with kung fu with the disc. You know, that's what you know these games and these programs do to people. You get to choose what you get to put into your system and what you get to see. You know, that's your option. But if you choose to stay away from it, you'll be less distracted. And for me, I feel like the less distractions I have, the better, I can be, and trying to focus on what I need for myself. Um, and everyone could do it too. Limit the game playing. If you do play a game, play something that it's good for the mind and it's not violent or aggressive. You know, even sports games can be very aggressive and very like not good. Like the football games and the baseball games and basketball, any sport, tennis, all that shit. That's sometimes it's not good for the mind because it causes stress and sometimes it causes anger. And you see a lot of people when if you go on YouTube, you see people going crazy after playing a game that they destroy the television, they break the control, they break the game system. Like people go crazy because they go into a rage. Oh, I fucking lost. That's bullshit. I didn't do that. Oh, fuck. That's what they want. They want you to rage. Like the Travis Scott. Just like that. Craziness. You know? And it ends up programming kids and adults to do and carry out um, craziness. You know? You get to control what you put into your mind. Just like the Matrix. And it's like you choose to listen to me. Like Abby chooses to listen to me. And he gets programmed and listening to me. Will he listen? That's a different story. That's the never ending story. Because people don't really listen. You know, they like what they see, they like what they hear, but are they really listening and really taking in the information? You know, only one person I'll be right now, and that's okay. I never expected big people, anyways, because I can't. I'm not gonna be one to be focused in the chat like that. You know, I want to continue talking and speaking, and if I do my shows, I'm just gonna keep talking. Like, I probably won't even look at the chat in the future. You know, I'll probably look into it and I'll see, you know, who's here and stuff like that. Other than that, for now, it's like why? I just don't understand how I have so many subscribers and yet nobody are getting notifications or anything. Like a lot of people are not really getting notifications because I got a lot of subscribers, so it doesn't make sense. Like who's watching? Who's actually subscribed? You know, I'm actually gonna. I'm actually thinking about focusing less on my show and probably focus on my cats and maybe do their show where they're just I'm just gonna be recording what they do and then uploading it to YouTube on their channel and they can have their own little fans. You know, it's just gonna be upload videos. It's not gonna be live, nothing like that. It's gonna be videos that I upload with my cats. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be cool. It'll be interesting. Never done anything like that. And I know cats, and I know people, and people love pets. People love cats, and they find a cat that they like to follow. They stay loyal. So my cats are gonna be coming onto YouTube very soon. They're gonna be more famous than I am. I'm gonna be like, yeah, little bitches. Yeah, because they're two female cats. I'll be like, y'all little bitches have more fans than I do, have more publicity than I do, and I'm recording you girls. Yeah, man, my oldest one, she be showing me her belly, and she be like throwing herself on the floor, you know, to show her belly, and she just does these things, you know. And I always like play fight with her with my feet. So make sure I get my pedicure when I start recording. Yeah, because I got nice feet, so you know, there's gonna be people foot fetishes. They're gonna be watching my show too. I'm like, oh no, what did I create? I wanted a cat show, not a foot fetish show. Every time that rings, that's news. Let me see. Every time that rings, it's always something. Okay, no, it's an upload. Yeah, a video upload. But Rittenhouse, not guilty on all counts. Oh shit! I got a special. Uber, Uber. I think throughout the United States, but here in Connecticut, we have a limited time offer for annual membership through Uber. If you sign up, you get it 50% off for the year. Regular yearly pass is $100. You're getting it. Um, Let me see. Hold on. I have the email here. Right now, if you get an annual membership, you'll save big time for a limited time. Right now, for the holidays, Uber One Holiday offers 50% off annual memberships. The regular price for a year subscription for Uber is $100. It's $99.99 regular price. Right now, you can get this special offer for $49.99. What? That's less than $5 a month for a year worth of savings and exclusive perks. That is, I use Uber. I do use Uber. I pay the monthly fee. My fee is $10. That right there is very enticing, and I am definitely going to be purchasing that. I think you have until November 29th to purchase this limited time offer for a year subscription of Uber. I'm going to do it because I'm getting it for $49.99. Shit, that saves me money. That saves me $70 because the annual pass is 12 months, right? And they sell it for $50. That's good. That's a good deal. I'm taking advantage of that because I do use Uber. I don't drive, so I use their Uber, and I use their Uber Eats to order food. Sometimes I can't cook because I'm in pain and I don't want to cook, but I'm hungry. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna sit here and starve. I'm gonna order something to eat. So I look up at Uber. I look at Uber. I look at Grubhub. I look at DoorDash. I don't have a subscription to DoorDash nor Grubhub, but I do have a subscription to Uber. Um, DoorDash is not bad. Grubhub is not bad. Company neither. If they give me a good deal, maybe I'll join. Maybe I'll subscribe to them. Either or. I'm not gonna subscribe to both of them, but maybe one or the other. I'll subscribe. Do the yearly. If they do a special like Uber, then maybe I'll subscribe for a year. A year? That's not bad because it covers all the delivery fees. You don't pay delivery fees. You get a 5% discount on your bill, and you get good delivery. You know, I had some bad seeds of delivery drivers. Not bad, but just like my order was fucked up or something. and then I have to like report it to Uber. I had that recently happen to me. They had a discount where for Walgreens you save $20 with a $30 purchase. You save $20. I'm like, wait a minute, $20 off my order? That's great. That's a great deal. Shit, hell yeah. I got $30 worth of products, and then I only ended up paying like with the tipping. I tip the driver. Always tip your drivers, please. You know, please tip them. They are working for tips, so it's like tip them at least a 15%. If it's nearby, then it's $2 minimum, like $2-3, maximum 4 or 5. But if they're coming from a far distance, then like $5 is a good tip. If they're nearby, then anywhere from $2 to $3. Um, but it's a good little program. Good, you know, their their service, Uber service, where they take me. Like if I want to go to the mall, or if I need to go to the hospital, and I need to go right away, I usually take an Uber. It's only like $7, $7-8 to get to the hospital. I'd rather take an Uber. Be honest, it's cheaper than having a car. It is. It's definitely cheaper than having a car. I don't go out anymore or doing much of my venturing anymore. It's because I'm still recuperating and still going through a lot of medical stuff. So I'm very limited to what I do. But Uber, you know, if I need to go pick up some medicine at the dispensary, $8 Uber. That's not what it's like. And then you tip the driver. I tip him $2. So the total ride is $10. It's not bad. Round trip is $20. It's like, yeah, it's a little, much if you're thinking about round trip, but you need to get back home. And I'm guarantee you it's cheaper than owning a vehicle. Here in Connecticut, hell yeah, it's cheaper than owning a vehicle. Shit. I only paid $20 that one time for the week or whatever, or maybe 2 weeks, because I don't really go out like that or go anywhere. But see, that's $20. How many times you have to fill up your tank of gas in a week? And look at the gas prices now. Your minimum to fill up your tank is like $40. I just paid Uber just $20 for a round trip, and got what I need. Picked up my marijuana, and come back home. And I don't need to worry about driving. I have a nice conversation with the driver. Sitting comfortable. Come on. That's for me. I'm more comfortable. Now, if I need to get to like the airport or something like that, I'll just take the train. I'll take the train, the choo-choo train. Either it doesn't matter, Amtrak or CT, the CT rail. Um, it doesn't matter. They operate the same. They honor the same ticket. From here to Springfield, like I could get on Amtrak, and it'll only cost me not much because I'm disabled. So my ticket is 50% off. So wherever I go is 50% off. To go to the airport, it'd probably be like $3 to get there. To go to Springfield, it'll be like $4.50 to go there. Round trip is $9. That is not bad at all. Shit, it would cost me more money if I was driving my car to Springfield and back. You know how much gas? That right there would have spent like $20 in gas. Shit. Nah, it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you want to be green, right? Stop driving fucking cars. Like I'll be experiencing without having cars because his brother doesn't have a car, I don't think, and they don't get around like that. So you're saving the environment. One less vehicle on the road, But to get everyone to think like that and get everyone off of driving their vehicles, when everyone was under quarantine and no one couldn't really go out or anything, and there was less traffic because everyone is quarantined, um, the environment got better. Like there was less pollution, less air pollution. You know, China, you were able to see California, no smog. Like that was fucking crazy. But then now right back to normal. Then you get all that smog, you get all that pollution again. We're causing our own domain by driving these vehicles and stuff. So if you can limit your travels and vehicles and put some faith into the public transportation systems, either trains or if you don't need to use a car. If you could get around with Uber, you have to get in a car, but I'm not driving, somebody else driving. It's not like I'm using a car. It's like one less vehicle. It's more oxygen, more less pollution for the atmosphere. So I just get on the train. I get on the train. If I need to go to the airport, I'll get on the train, get off on in Windsor. Then from there, I have to get an Uber to take it to Bradley, Bradley International, and wherever I need to go. Flying. Right now, I can't fly, but if I needed to, that's the route I would take. It'd be a lot cheaper doing it that way. I don't worry about, I have to park my car for a week and then I have to pay that because I had to leave my car at a facility at the airport. I've done that before. That costs a lot of money. It's better not having a fucking car. You can get around easier. Get around a lot easier. But you know, that's me. That's my thinking. Um, if I decide to go to Springfield, which I want to go, I'll probably go for my birthday. Um, Go to Springfield. If this is if because of my back, like I don't know if I'm gonna have surgery. I don't know if I'll be recuperated by then. There's a chance that I won't, so I won't be able to do it. But there will be a time next year that I will be able to go and enjoy a nice weekend without worry. You know, I'll have someone come and take care of the litter box for my cats and stuff like that while I'm away because I want to go away for 2 days and stay in Springfield for 2 days. When I go to the NBA Hall of Fame, show you guys. Maybe I'll broadcast live from there. Who knows? The future, we don't know. Maybe I'll record it and then put it up so you guys can see. Um, Definitely want to go to the casino, MGM Casino. Um, Not so much for the gambling. I want to go to the movies. I would like to go to the movie theater. I haven't been to the movies um, since all this craziness has happened, and I would like a night at the movies. I would like to see you know, maybe a double feature where I could go to the movies and go see two movies in the day. I used to do that. I used to pay for two movies. I used to pay for one movie, and then the next movie started right after I was done with the movie. So I already had the tickets, so they take the tickets and they know that I already paid for it. So I would go to the because I used to go in the daytime. In the daytime, the tickets were only like $5. Actually, it was cheaper. It was like $4 to for the daytime, and I would go and I would pay the double feature, and I would pay $10. I know because with $20 I used to get my popcorn, hot dog, my drink, um, and that's it. Because I never ate candy in the movie theater. I'm not big. I'm not a candy guy. Like I'm not like no. Like I rather have popcorn, jalapenos, jalapenos. I love it with popcorn. Only with popcorn in the movie theater is the best. Make sure they give it to you in a cup. Don't tell them to put it in the popcorn because it gets soggy. The popcorn gets soggy. It's not good. You have to get in a cup. They'll give it to you. It's free. Get your jalapenos on the cup, your popcorn, little butter, a little bit of salt. I don't like my popcorn salty. No, just a little bit of salt, and I get a Slurpee. I always get a Slurpee. I get a cherry Slurpee, and that's my that's my drinks. That's my food for the for what I go inside, sit down, have my food, have my and a hot dog. Always get a hot dog. See, the hot dog is only $1 at my movie theater. It's only $1, and they're really good too. Freaking good hot dogs. $1. It's only at that theater. It's not like in the other theaters. Nah, this one has $1, and hopefully, if if things are not so bad, if my back is okay, not okay, but enough okay to go to a movie theater, I wouldn't mind going to see The Matrix or Spider Man No Way Home. Those two movies is what I want to watch. I know Spider Man comes out. I think I want to go see that one when it comes out. It's December 17th. It comes out. Spider Man No Way Home. It's so cool because it's like all the Spider Man movies put together, like all the villains. Like that's so cool. Even Jamie Foxx is in it. Like everybody, all the bad guys. And when because they messed up the universe and they did something. There was a spell that Doctor Strange did, and Peter kept talking, and it messed up the spell. And there's like something happened, and all the bad guys has you know they're out and they're back. So that's gonna be a good movie to watch. And then The Matrix, which The Matrix comes out December 22nd, which is 5 days after Spider Man. So Spider Man's gonna make a lot of money. They're gonna rank in a good amount of money for those 5 days, and The Matrix comes out, and then that's gonna be another blockbuster. So there's the film industry. This was all planned. I feel like you know it's all premeditated. Like now that the virus and whatever, they're taking it less crazy, and hopefully they do. And the movie theaters are gonna try to make a comeback with these two movies going into 2022, and there's a lot more movies that are gonna be coming out that are pretty good too. So it's gonna be interesting. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be very interesting. But when I go to the movies, I like to go in the daytime. I never like to go to the movies at night. Like, drink some water. I like to go in the daytime. It's cheaper. One, it's less people. Two, better deals on food for sure. So I like going to movie theaters in the day. It doesn't cost much, you know. If I'm going to watch one movie, it's only like $5, and then you go get your food. So it costs like $15 for food, literally. If you get the drink, popcorn, hot dog, jalapenos are free. What else do I usually get? Always get like a medium popcorn. I get the frosty. So it might be less. It'll probably be like $12 for snacks, food and snacks, and the hot dogs. I usually get like one or two hot dogs. If I'm hungry, then I get two hot dogs because I can eat the popcorn hot dogs with the jalapenos and my icy. You see, it's hard now. My throat is acting up because that's my neck. My neck is hurting, and when my neck swells up, my voice changes, and my voice gets deeper. It's harder to speak. Um, it irritates my throat. So 2 hours is like kind of like the maximum right now for my voice. You see, I keep clearing my throat. It's not because I'm clearing, it's because the metal in my throat, well, my metal is pushing against my throat and it's making me do that. So it's hard for me to talk for a very long time. That's why I said I don't do long shows. Today's only Distraction Friday. I say fuck it for a few hours. I'll come on. I'll probably do another 25 minutes and that's it. I don't want to push it too much because I need to save my throat, my voice, and my body is hurting a lot. I just trying to sit here for a good amount of time so that way I don't have to be laying down because my body wants to lay down a lot and I'm trying to prevent my body from doing that. And the only way I can do that is by being on here because I sit at my desk and I do my show from my desk. I have a beautiful desk, but it is beautiful. I really like this desk. I saw it. I went to those Jordans. The name of it's a furniture store out here in New Haven, Connecticut. It's called Jordans. I went there with a friend of mine, and we're just looking around. And she was looking around because she wanted furniture for her room. She wanted to get new furniture. I was like, all right, cool. I was just looking around, and I saw this desk. I was like, that is a very beautiful desk. And the colors and stuff, it was made, and this is what made it even more beautiful. This desk was made in Mexico. And I was like, oh shit, Mexican desk? This is really badass. Like if you see the features on it, because you can't see it from the camera. Even if I turn on the camera, you can't really tell. You can't see the features of my desk. My desk is badass. It's beautiful. Very beautiful desk. How much it cost me? It cost me like the only thing it was pricey. It was pricey. Um, it was close to like $500. I have an expensive taste, but it was a very good desk. Like you can't, okay, you can't cheat yourself. You can't be cheap with yourself. Is there something that you like? I remember this from my grandfather. He told me this one time. He's like, you can't put a price to good food. You know what I mean? If it's expensive, but it's good and you're hungry, pay the price, eat the food. That's what my grandfather told me. So I took that in life. You know, you see something that you like and you really want it, buy it. If it's expensive, it's out of your league, then, I'm sorry, you can't get it, but if you can finance it, you find a way, or you work up to it. I am fortunate that I had the money and I was able to buy it. You know, I'm fortunate. Go figure. But it's a very beautiful desk. It's made in Mexico, and I thought it was the most beautiful desk that they had there, and I was like, man, I really love that desk, and I paid it. I paid it. I bought it, and I love it. I mean, when I die, whoever gets this desk, they're gonna be lucky. It's a very beautiful desk, and there's good energy in this desk. Very good energy. I like it because it's real wood. It's solid wood. This desk is so fucking heavy. If this was to fall on someone, it'll kill them. It'll kill you. This thing is heavy. My desk is very fucking heavy. I remember when they brought it in, it took two guys to bring it in. And even the guys were like, fuck, this is heavy. I was like, I'm sorry. It's like, no, it's good, but fuck, man, it's heavy. It's heavy. I was like, yeah, man, it's real wood. It's like it's a heavy wood, and it's beautiful. I like it so much. It's just perfect for what I need here, and the stuff that I have on top of it. It's just fits perfect, and I like it. But things are gonna change. Things are gonna change only because I may be gone for a while. Taking care of my health. I'm gonna change it up. I'm thinking about, it's gonna make it more futuristic over here. It's gonna get very interesting. I can give you a hint. You want a hint? Nobody's watching, only Albie. So I'm really talking to Albie. Um, I got a green screen. Oh shit! I got a green screen, and the show background is gonna change. Um, it's. I'm gonna invest a little bit on some technology for the green screen, where I can have certain things running in the background as I'm conducting my show. You can see my desk, you can see everything, you can see me. You're gonna be seeing me in the future, but the background is gonna be wild. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be so cool seeing the background behind me, and we're gonna change it up. We're gonna change it up. That's what Albie needs. Albie needs a little background. He needs a green screen, so that way he could cover up that wood area, and then he can put up any picture or whatever on his background. That would be interesting. But I did get a green screen, so the show's gonna is gonna get more. It's gonna be more like futuristic, I guess, and it's gonna be big, and the show's gonna be. It's gonna change. You're gonna change it up. When you gotta change up the game, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change up the game and change up like my background, change up a little bit to make it a little bit more comfortable for the people when they do come back. They're in hiatus. They're in limbo. They're in YouTube limbo. But I don't follow people. That's the thing. People think I follow people, but I don't. I don't follow really nobody. Like, it's just the less distractions in my mind, the better it is for me. It's like I go through my process and I do what I do. I watch what I watch. I program my mind in a certain way. I see things, I hear things, I come to conclusions on certain things, or I have like an expedited like session of thinking of of anything that I come across. And that's how I take my day every day. That's what I do. I have a lot of time on my hands and I do a lot of thinking, and that's where I have my issues. When issues comes up, so it's always good to try to distract the mind. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for next year. I think next year is gonna be. It's a new year for me. It's a beginning. It's the end of this cycle, and I'm entering a new cycle. I'm gonna be. This is not good. My voice is gonna be gone. But this is good. This is how I know. This is how I measure myself. And okay, I did a 2 hour show. This is how I get. Not good. But I want to change it up. I want to see once I get the green, because I cannot put it up because my wall is very tall. And I want to make it so cool, the background, because I got a really tall wall. And I'm going to change the camera direction and put it in a different direction. And the desk is going to be more centered to the room, where you're going to see more of a background. You're going to see the wall, and that wall is going to have the green screen where it's going to have something on it. So it's going to be a really big wall where you're going to see all this stuff on it. So it's going to be really cool. I'm going to try to change it up. I think when you do changes, you change the energy, and you change the energy for good, and people will gravitate to that change. So change is always good. It is. um and I believe people could change, if they really put their mind to it. Stop being distracted. And stop playing video games. Not stop playing video games, because you're going to continue playing video games no matter what. People play video games, and people play games on their phone. I play games on my phone. I do. But limit yourself to what you play. Don't play like 10 different apps, 10 different games. Like, limit yourself to like three or four games, and then play throughout, play what you play, and then, you know, just don't be on it all day, because you're being sucked into the matrix. You're being sucked into the digital world. You're being distracted. And that's what they want. They want you to be distracted. I can't wait to in the future. Man, in the future, things are going to be, I don't know, man. It's going to be crazy. The future is going to be crazy. I hope people are ready for it, because like I said before, I saw rocks coming from, like, asteroids coming to Earth in my dream. And I keep having these unique dreams, and they're like so real. Like, my dreams are so real. And when I'm deep in that dream, It's like I'm an Avatar. That's another movie that's coming out too. Avatar 2. And they're working on it. But I feel like I'm an avatar in another world, another place, another space and time. And the world is just so unique and weird. Every time I get into these deep dreams, it's like it's so fucking real. So real. Like the emotions, even the scares. I had a dream where like I got spooked. Like it was this is I remember the dream. This is crazy that I remember it cuz it was so scary. Like I heard something, then I opened the door like to the apartment, and then like when I opened the door, someone was standing right outside my door, and I slammed the door and I locked it. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that? And I kept saying, who the fuck are you? And nobody would say anything, but he was standing outside the door. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, and that was in my dream, and it was just so real. And I wonder, who was that was standing outside my door? Because I got spooked in my dream by it. But I didn't wake up. I kept on with my dream and didn't really find out who that individual was. Never really found out. But one thing about me is like if I have a bad dream, because I do have a lot of bad dreams. Like I have a lot of dreams that wake me not bad, but accidents and stuff that happened to me. I have recycled my PTSD. That's why I say my PTSD is bad. Because I have like my dreams recycle sometimes, especially from my surgeries and everything that I went through, especially the accidents that I went through. And it's like a trauma to my body as I'm sleeping, and then I wake up screaming sometimes. And then it's like it's not good. I feel like shit. So sometimes it's like it's hard, like sleeping at night. I take medication to sleep. It's like the only way I'm able to sleep is taking an Ambien. It's a 5 milligrams, and I have to take my muscle relaxer. Have to take my pain medication, but I take my muscle relaxer and my sleep medication first, and I wait about an hour, and then I'll take my pain medicine after I take those two. But I wait an hour, so those can activate and start going through my blood system and starts working. And then I take my pain medication, and then I get sleepy, and then I fall asleep. And as I'm sleeping, the pain medicine starts kicking in, so that way I'm able to sleep without having so much pain as I'm sleeping. But sometimes that medicine is not strong enough at times because my body is in so much pain that I wake up in the middle of the night also because I get this body pain and it's like so extreme pain on my back that it's horrible. And then sometimes I can't go back to sleep right away. Or sometimes I do wake up, I'll take another pain medicine, and then I'll go back to sleep. And then the pain medicine kicks in, and then it definitely puts me back to sleep. And that usually happens to me. Because my pain medicine only lasts me 6 hours. And you gotta understand, 6 hours is like it's kind of like an alarm clock to my body, and my body is what's the pain that's coming from. It's coming from my back. It's coming from my neck, and it's hard to sleep. Ever since I had my broken my neck, it's hard. It's hard, like with the pillow. Like it's a certain way I have to sleep. I found a certain angle, a certain way to put my head. I can't sleep on any pillow or any position. It has to be a certain position. If it's not that position, I'm not sleeping. Like my body will, like my neck will not let me sleep because of the pain. So there's a certain angle that I have to achieve before going to sleep. I kind of have it adjust, like I'm already used to the angle, so I already know the angle. And when I lay down, I already know how to put the pillows and stuff. But it's like it's a certain way to for me to sleep at night. And you see little things like that, it just adds up, and it's a lot of shit that goes on here behind the scenes that you guys don't see. That's for sure. You guys are oblivious to what's behind the scenes here. But I'm gonna try my best to get myself back together again. It's like Humpty Dumpty, right? Had a great fall, but he was still able to pick himself back up, and you know, we know the story. I gotta start thinking about decorating here for the holidays. I think I want to decorate my window this year. Maybe put some lights on for the holidays. I want to see what if I could either get it through Amazon or go to Target and get some Christmas lights for my window because I think I want to put lights around my window. I want to decorate my window. I think it'll be pretty cool to decorate it for the holidays. That way, when people look at the window, they can see and bring a little bit more positive energy and joy. It's a good idea. I could put some Christmas lights around because my apartment is the first apartment that they see coming in to the building. So, since I'm the first apartment, like from the parking lot, it'll be a good idea to decorate it and put lights, Christmas lights. Put some Christmas lights and decorate it. Make it cool. I know the cats will appreciate it. Put some lights. They won't mess with it. They're cool cats. My cats, I have cool cats. What I could do is get some hooks and maybe have the maintenance guy come up and put the hooks up, and or maybe have my friend come and put the hooks up, and then I could have them put the lights on the hooks on the window, and then I have an outlet on the wall, which is awesome. So I could plug it in there. So and it's on the windowsill, so that's awesome because of the AC. That's why I have an outlet there, which is pretty cool. So the AC is unplugged, so I could have Christmas lights and I could plug it in from there, and then I could put a timer on it. There's some lights that come with timers, and you can put it at a certain time when the lights turn on, and they turn off at a certain time, which is pretty cool. Oh boy, I'm gonna wrap up the show in 5 minutes. I'm ready done. I'm ready. I'm done. I want to go lay down. I'm like tapping out. I'm almost done smoking my joint. I want to keep going until I stop smoking my joint, but that's gonna take a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I take those big hits. Oh shit, it's pretty strong. I need to get some more medicine. I need to get some more for Thanksgiving. I'll probably buy it next week. I'll either go Saturday or something, or not Saturday. I'll go next week, like on Tuesday, and get a couple of eighths. That way, I have some medicine for next week. And I can continue coming on here on my show because I like to sit here and smoke and do my show. It makes it better. It makes the show better too. And I'll just sit here and talk. People are going to listen to the show in the future, so if they want to listen to it, they can always come back and listen. I'm recording this like Back to the Future. It's going to be like Back to the Future. Let's see, I keep getting beep beep and all these beepings on my phone. Britney Spears is a fucking mess. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. She's a mess. I can't support. It's her life, right? So she does what she wants. And who am I to tell her not to, right? It's her life. I'm a psychic, right? I see things. So I don't see good things coming to her. She should have stayed in the program. Keep thinking about that nasty Kardashian. Ugh. Because I keep seeing her on the fucking news cycle. Yeah. Oh boy. Soldier Boy is a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. I mean, that dude, he's a fucking idiot. I don't know who listens to Soldier Boy. Who listens to that crap? He plays garbage. He's just all garbage and it's all about the clout. That's all he is. Let's see here. I was just looking at something here, but I'm gonna wrap up the show because I'm done talking. Thanks for stopping by, Albie. I appreciate it. Those that are gonna be watching in the near future, definitely thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Even though the numbers are low, it won't hopefully be like that in the future. But I kind of like it like this because I can concentrate a lot better. That's why I'm happy because I don't see the chat. So, I'm not gonna. It's once you start seeing the chat, and then you get distracted, and then it kind of like ruins the train of thought. So, the show is my mind over your matter, not my mind and read all your comments. That's a different show. But with that said, thank you for watching. Is my mind over your matter? Catch you on the flip side.